Do a sub with only meat and the boys got you with 1.2 million likes. Alright boys, let's see if you could pull this off. This is a very oddly specific request, but you guys have done it before, so let's see if it happens again. This sub is just a classic Italian BMT. Just the meat like you've asked. And this is actually the sub that I recommend to every single person whose first time it is going to Subway. You can really never go wrong with an Italian BMT. Has anyone ever walked in and told you that they are the owner of your Subway? No, this has never happened to me before, but I had somebody walk in and tell me that they were from Subway corporate. They started taking pictures around the place the entire time. They asked me to go to the back, and I was like, wait a second, this is kind of sus. So I tell them that I have to call my boss, and I go into the back quickly, and he just tells me out of nowhere, oh wait, I don't have to do this. I'm gonna go, okay, thank you. I'm actually the owner moment. So about a month ago, I had a woman walk into Subway and start complaining to me about all the prices. She was talking to me about how everything is so expensive and how our business is going to go out of business if it keeps being this expensive. At the end, she tells me, you should really tell your boss or whoever owns this place to lower all the prices. And at that moment, I was like, that's my parents. And the look on her face just completely shifted. She basically just trash talked us in front of me for like 5 minutes straight. Straight up most awkward moment. So this happens a lot of times. I'll have a customer come in and ask me if I could follow them on Instagram, TikTok, or whatever platform. And before I say this, I want it to be clear that I love all of my followers. Like, you guys are literally what made me. But it's really hard because I can't really follow anybody that I don't know. Because if somebody puts out content that's inappropriate and somebody else goes and sees that I'm following that person, it becomes really tough on me. And it's even more awkward when they just walk in and ask me that and then leave. Let me get week 2 of trying your guys' subs. In case you missed it, guys, I was on Subway's page and I tried one of your guys' subs last week, and it's time to do week 2 of trying your subs. So what I need from you guys is I need you to comment what your Subway sandwich build is, and I'm going to pick one of you lucky winners and display you on the Subway TikTok page. Stay tuned and make sure you're following both of us so you can see who gets picked. I know some of you have some yummy, yummy sandwiches. Have you ever farted in your store? Nah, I don't fart, but there was this time where I was helping this customer, and in the middle of making his sandwich, all of a sudden I just hear a squeak noise and it's followed up by a smell. Thank God I was wearing a mask this day. If this was pre-COVID, I probably would have had to run to the back for a second or make some excuse to go to the back. Only time that's happened though, hopefully it never happens again. Have you ever accidentally dropped your phone on a sandwich? So I used to have a much smaller phone than the one I have right now, and it didn't fit as tightly into my little strap-on thing as you would think. So there was this one day that I was making a sandwich, and I literally dropped the phone into my tuna batch. My phone was literally soaked in tuna, and I had to take that batch home with me. Thank God there were no customers in the store at that time. I think to this day, that phone still smells of tuna so much that I had to get a new one. What would you be doing if you didn't work at Subway? So before this whole COVID pandemic hit, I applied for an internship at Facebook. And I know some of you guys might not like that, but I basically got through the second coding round. I was going to be a software engineer intern there. And during my interview rounds, we literally had a pandemic hit. So they let go of every single person that was interviewing and said, we can't bring on any interns right now. But in the end, it all worked out. I love this job much more immensely than I would have loved Facebook. And making TikToks for you guys, I wouldn't trade this for the world. Where do all the subs go from the videos? So once upon a time, not too long ago, I actually used to eat every single sandwich I'd make for a video. If we're being real, it was completely unhealthy and I probably gained like 10 or 15 pounds in that process. But now these are all sandwiches that go straight to customers. Most of them are online orders, or if it's a fan that comes in, I'll record their sandwich to be on TikTok too. I always wanted to know, but how did your parents end up buying a Subway? So about 40 years ago, my parents immigrated together from Iran to this country. There was war going on in Iran, so they moved here, and my mom got a job at JCPenney, and my dad did construction. For about 10 to 15 years, they saved up enough money so that they could build a business together, and Subway just happened to be one of the cheapest franchises to buy into at the time, so they picked that. 22 years later, here we are. What was the smallest thing someone complained about? So I understand when people are very picky about their sandwiches. If I'm being real, I'm pretty picky about my food too. But I once had a woman that when I was spraying the sauce on her sandwich, you know, I usually like to go in a zigzag pattern. But she was pretty upset because I didn't put the sauce in a straight line. In my mind, I was just kind of thinking, are you kidding me right now? But you know, I didn't say anything and just fixed the sandwich, wiped off the sauce, and went in a straight line as I should. Has anyone ever tried to take another customer's food? So I had this one time where there was a girl that I was ringing up, and I always used to keep my DoorDash orders right by the register. And in this particular DoorDash order, there were like 3 sandwiches. And whenever I'm busy, I just ring the person up and say, okay, you can go, especially if they have a credit card and they don't want the receipt. So I did this to this girl, and she took the DoorDash order. So yeah, now we keep all the orders in the back just because of this reason. Have you ever said to a Karen, I am the manager? I had a woman walk into the store one day and she asked for a nice tuna sandwich. Every tuna sub comes with 4 scoops regularly, but this woman wasn't having it. She was trying to tell me that I was making the sandwich wrong and that a standard tuna comes with 6 scoops. I told her, listen, I'm the manager and I train literally every single employee that works at this store. That shut her up pretty quickly. Car reveal. You know I got you guys, but it's not going to be what you expect. You're probably expecting me to drive something pretty nice or something like luxurious, you know? But I'm a Subway worker. This is my 2012 Nissan Altima. If I'm being completely honest, this isn't even my car. I share it with my brother. So yeah, there's not much to it. I mean, it's been in an accident before, you know. Definitely not a Maserati or a Lamborghini. But give me a year and I guarantee this thing's going to become a chariot. Has a fan ever gave you a gift? As a matter of fact, one of the first fans I ever met while working at Subway gave me a gift. He gave me a Lucario Pokemon card, which you can see on screen right now. And I keep this card in my phone case for good luck to this day. I cherish this gift more than you can even imagine, even if it's just a Pokemon card. And I know that fan somewhere out there watching this right now. Thank you again for the gift, buddy. I will cherish this forever.